All right, we'll go to the next question. The drug of choice for penicillin-resistant gonococcal infection is, again, a straightforward factual question. This is not vancomycin, not amoxicillin, not tetracycline. Answer is ceftriaxone. Answer is ceftriaxone. Now let me show you another question. Okay, this was asked in INICET 2020. Was in INICET 2020 exam. Don't remember whether it was May or mid-year INICET or but it was in 2020 में था ये. अब इसको देखो. A male patient presented with the complaint of urethral discharge. The urethral discharge was collected and subjected to gram stain. The findings are observed as shown in the figure. What organism is implicated in this case? Dekho. So this is the gram stain. Let me just zoom it. You can see beautiful polymorphs, that is polymorphonuclear cells or neutrophils, and you can see these tiny dots which are there inside the polymorphs and some are there outside also. है ना, primarily कहाँ पे हैं these dots? Mostly या primarily कहाँ पे हैं? inside the polymorphs. अभी मैं इसके बारे में और emphasize करूंगी और मतलब elaborate करूंगी कि ये क्यों important है. And few dots are, मतलब few organisms are outside the polymorphs also. So what is the organism? अब ये ग्राम स्टेन की पिक्चर है. पहला ऑप्शन एचपीवी वायरस है ग्राम स्टेन पे. हाउ विल वी सी इट? नो. Okay, then Neisseria gonorrhoeae, of course it can be Neisseria gonorrhoeae, which causes the disease STI gonorrhea, where the male patient will have urethral discharge because urethritis करवाता है. Mycoplasma has got no cell wall, so it also cannot be seen on gram stain, and chlamydia also can be on gram stain. So again देखो, basics of microbiology, basics of staining, basics like these कि भाई virus is not seen on gram staining, mycoplasma no cell wall so not seen on gram staining, chlamydia or obligate intracellular so not seen on gram staining. इससे ही आप ऐसा clinical vignette आसानी से solve कर सकते हो. This is very easy. Answer is option B, Neisseria gonorrhoeae, and this is a very important organism because अभी नीट PG 24 में जब पेपर 1 पेपर 2 था, there were I think 5 or 6 questions on this organism gonococcus, and नीट पीजी और आईएनआईसीटी के टॉपिक्स काफी ओवरलैपिंग है. इवन एफएमजी, अब तो पता है माइक्रो में ना नीट पीजी आईएनआईसीटी एफएमजी में काफी सारे ओवरलैपिंग टॉपिक्स हो गए हैं. ठीक है, तो आईएनआईसीटी के लिए भी बेटर है कि आप नीट पीजी के भी पीवाईक्यूज रिवाइज करो, एंड इफ यू हैव टाइम जस्ट गो थ्रू द एफएमजी पीवाईक्यूज एज वेल. तो चलो इसको डिस्कस करते हैं. निसीरिया गोनोरिए और ऑल्सो नोन एज व्हाट? ऑल्सो नोन एज गोनोकोकस. अब इट हाउ डज इट लुक लाइक? It's a gram-negative diplococcus. So let me draw it in pink color. It's a gram-negative kidney-shaped or bean-shaped, gram-negative kidney-shaped or bean-shaped diplococcus with the cavities facing each other, and there is no capsule. Gono में gone away capsule. There is no capsule. Capsule gone away, went away. Gono gone away capsule. On the other hand, in the other kind of Neisseria, the pathogenic of Neisseria, that is Neisseria meningitidis, capsule is very much there. And what disease does it cause? It causes the sexually transmitted disease STI gonorrhea. The incubation period is 2 to 7 days. ठीक है, 2 to 7 days is the incubation period. Okay. In males, it causes what? In males are generally, symptomatic. Females are generally asymptomatic, and therefore they serve as the reservoirs or carriers of infections, and males generally present with urethritis. There will be urethral discharge, burning, micturition, and in females, even if symptoms occur, they will be of what? Endocervicitis. Remember, in females, this bacterium does not cause vaginitis. No vaginitis. Okay? No vaginitis. Okay? INICET Edge. Is this organism motile? देखो, why am I saying कि INICET Edge है? Because before INICET exam came into existence and AIIMS used to conduct its exam, a question was asked on gonococcus where they asked the true statement about this organism. I think AIIMS वालों का ना काफी favorite organism लगता है मुझे ये gonococcus. तो उस क्वेश्चन में क्या था, एक बड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन था, ट्रू स्टेटमेंट पूछी थी. आउट ऑफ द 4 ऑप्शंस 2 तो बेकार फालतू ऑप्शन थे, वेरी इजी टू रूल आउट. एंड कंफ्यूजन पता है किसमें थी? इसमें थी. It is motile. This was one statement, and the other statement was, now listen to this very carefully, present only intracellularly, present only intracellularly. Statement about gonococcus. Now guys, इसको ध्यान से देखो, जरा सोचो, इस पे 2 मिनट विचार करो, जरा चिंतन करो, मुझे बताओ, what do you think should be the answer? True statement has been asked about gonococcus. निखिल, ऋषभ, अनगा, जरा सोच के बताओ. I'll give you a minute, think about it and let me know in the chat box. Anyone? Okay, Anaga is saying present intracellularly. Still is saying also B. अच्छा guys, ये वाला क्वेश्चन जो था ना, ये मतलब दिस वाज अ काइंड ऑफ बाउंसर क्वेश्चन एंड पता है, यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड, आंसर पता है क्या है? मोटाइल. आई टेल यू व्हाई. See, a few minutes back I was telling you when I was showing this picture that I will come back to this point that this is present predominantly intracellularly. I think आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा, that is why I said that statement. If you notice over here, as I said before, it is present both intra and extracellularly, but predominantly it is there intracellularly. Okay, now dekho, let us see. See, it's very important to notice the language of the question, the language of the language in which the options have been given to you. This was a very tricky question. When we say present only intracellularly, it implies that it's an obligate intracellular organism. And if that is the case, how can we grow gonococcus on artificial media like chocolate agar, blood agar, or modified Thayer Martin medium? All of these media, they don't have any live cells. All right. So this should be a wrong statement. So that is why the answer was motile. Now here comes another tricky part. The tricky part is, you take any microbiology textbook. Invariably, they have mentioned ki, genus Neisseria is non-motile. There is only one textbook of microbiology which postgraduates read actually, that is Sherris textbook of microbiology, that has mentioned this statement कि some strains of gonococci, some strains show twitching motility. So if you do a relative comparison of both these options, the message being conveyed by option B is that gonococcus is an obligate intracellular organism, which is wrong. It is present intracellularly, but यहाँ पे this option is wrong. Why? Because they have written the word only. So we can't mark this. So we'll take the better option, motile. Okay. So that is why, this was indeed a very tricky question. Everybody is convinced with this? Convinced? Okay, great, Rishabh. Anaga and Nikhil, I hope this is clear, है ना? चलो अब हम आते हैं selective medium पे. Now guys, a selective media are those media which show partiality or selectivity or favoritism towards the growth of only certain microorganisms and not other. Nobody likes partiality or favoritism, है ना? बट इन डायग्नोस्टिक माइक्रोबायोलॉजी सेलेक्टिव मीडिया एक्चुअली हमारे बड़े काम आते हैं, क्योंकि इफ यू आर सस्पेक्टिंग इन्फेक्शन बाय सर्टन ऑर्गेनिज्म and especially we are dealing with a specimen where we encounter commensal flora, then we should go for a selective medium. So selective medium, for example, in this case is modified higher Martin medium. बिकॉज हेयर पता है सैंपल्स आप क्या लोगे पेशेंट के, यहाँ पे मेल पेशेंट में आप क्या लोगे, यूरेथ्रल डिस्चार्ज लोगे मेल पेशेंट में टू मेक अ डायग्नोसिस, यूरेथ्रल डिस्चार्ज. फीमेल्स में यू विल टेक एंडोसर्वाइकल स्वैब. So these are the genital specimens and therefore they are going to have the genital flora. So if you use enriched media like chocolate agar, the commensals also will grow, which are useless for us. They are like traffic for us. So there will be a khichdi of different colonies of commensals and this pathogen which we are looking out for, है ना. So in such samples better to go for selective medium, modified Thayer-Martin medium. इसीलिए modified Thayer-Martin medium has got hemoglobin and antibiotics, जैसे कि remember VCNT. V stands for vancomycin. Vancomycin inhibits the gram positive organisms which are present as commensals in the specimen. C for colistin. It inhibits the gram negative organisms which are present as genital commensals, but it will not inhibit gonococcus. Gonococcus also is gram negative, तो लेकिन उसको inhibit नहीं करेगी. तो colistin. Then N stands for nystatin, which is क्या? Which is an antifungal, because Candida albicans is also present as a genitourinary commensal. Then T stands for trimethoprim. Which prevents what? Which prevents or inhibits swarming by Proteus. Proteus, even though it is a saprophyte, but it can also be present as a genital commensal. So we are हमें रास्ते से सारे भीड़ भाड़ हटा रहे हैं by using this medium, क्योंकि this medium has been incorporated with these antibiotics. VCNT ऐसे याद करो, ठीक है. All right. अच्छा, now coming to this slide. अब देखो, so यहाँ पे I have drawn a polymorph, a neutrophil multi-lobed cell it is, and if you see the kidney shaped gonococci are there, and एक पैर इसका, मैंने दो पैर बनाए हैं, एक पैर इसका न्यूट्रोफिल के अंदर है, एक इसके बाहर है. तो पैरों से हम क्या याद करेंगे भाई कि some strains are motile, तो twitching motility होगी. gram negative diplococci, kidney या bean shaped, and look at this, these are the pili और fimbriae which are the most important valence factor. अगर आपने pili रिमूव कर दिए गोनोकोकस से तो वो बेचारा हार्मलेस हो जाएगा. एंड तभी बुक्स में ऐसे लिख रखा है कि एपिलिएटेड गोनोकोकाई आर ए विरुलेंट. सो रिमेंबर पाइलाई आर द वंस व्हिच हेल्प दिस बैक्टीरियम अटैच टू द urethral epithelium and the endocervical cells, and it is both intra and extracellular. All right.